Hello, Backgammon fans. This is Mark from the Portland Metro Backgammon Club. I hope you enjoy this match as much as I did. This is a match that I played against Kit Woolsey at the Las Vegas Open back in September of 2023. Kit, you may have heard of before, known for Woolsey's Law, and there are a couple of cube decisions in this one that maybe are applications of that, maybe not. Anyway, here we are, off to a start. He gets a 5-4 to start. I reply with a 4-3. Obviously, want to hit with that 3, and then the best 4 would be, maybe down, bring another checker into the zone, but instead I hit loose on the ace point, which I know is a mistake, but I did it anyway. Anyway, here he comes in with the 3-6, so just the 3, and now I need something good. I'm thinking I've got to cover that blot, and so I make my first blunder of the match. I ought to just bring another checker down and hit loose again. If I'm blitzing, I should be blitzing, but instead I feel like I need to cover that blot on the ace point. So, oops, off to a terrible start. He comes in with the 6-3, so covers that blot on the 3 point and brings the checker down. 6-3 for me or 6-2 rather, is a really good reply. Hit and come on out. 3-1, so it didn't do him too much harm, comes in immediately, and then just slots the 5. So now looking at this, it's basically a 50-50 position, but I've got to look at it. So here we go. I roll a 3-1, which is beautiful, make the 5 point, strengthens my position considerably. He rolls a 4-2 and makes the point instead of hitting me, which is correct. I roll double ones. Great shot. So go ahead and make the 3 point, which is pretty good. 4-3 puts me on the roof and covers the blot, so does everything he could hope for. What do I get back? I get a 1-6, so I'm in and just run out. Yes, is correct. So 6-5 return puts me on the roof once more, and then the 5 is either out or down, so he goes with down, which is correct. In that now I'm in a little bit of trouble here. 3-4, however, I get to hit him again, and so I'm suddenly in pretty good shape. He comes in right away with the 2 and then brings the 4 inside, probably to safety it. What else are you going to do with the 4? I guess you could come out with one off of the 3 point, but that seems pretty loose. So I believe he's going to just go ahead and play the 9 into the 5, and he does. And then I cube, which is terrible. I am, a favorite, but not a huge favorite. There's no way he should drop this cube. Picks it up right away. I roll a 3-6, which lets me come out and come down, which is out of range, so I'm still like in decent shape. 6-4, strengthen up his board a little bit, and now I need a couple of good rolls to like turn this into something I can win. 6-5 allows me to hit on the 2 point, which feels a little scary given that his board's pretty strong now, but it's the right move, and I did find it. 4-3 lets him come in immediately, and then obviously out because the other 4 would just be playing to the ace or something, which is pretty weak. So that's a 4-2. Should probably just play this in, but I don't think I do. I think I'm looking at the hit here, and yes, indeed, I make the hit, which is slightly wrong. It's not a huge mistake, though. 2-3 lets him hit, and then the 3 is awkward. So you could either play 5-2. It's not the best. Just in with the 8-5 would have been better. Let's see, so 3-4 lets me come in right away, and then the 4, the question is what to do with that. So I just bring the checker in, which is, that looks correct. Coming out would leave 2 blots in the outfield for me. That's a lot. This minimizes the number of return shots he has. he gets one of them anyway. So 5-3, pick, hit, and pass. And so now I'm in trouble. So I roll a 4-6, so I dance. And now what to do? Is this a recube? So it's obviously he's in a strong position, and he throws the cube out. And I'm going to quest your patience here because this takes me a while to think about. So he's got a 4-point board. He's got 3 checkers back on my home board. That was an unlucky roll. I'm favored to come in this next time, most likely. I mean, how's he going to make another point on his board? It's going to take him a couple of rolls just to get that checker from my outfield back into his home board so that he's got an extra builder to make a point. So there's a lot of work he still has to do here. So this ought to be a take, and in fact, this isn't even actually a double. So, but Woolsey, and he knows Woolsey's law, and if you're not sure if your opponent's going to take, then hey, it's probably a good cube. And from a game point perspective, it is a good cube. From a mathematical perspective, it's not a cube, and it is a take. I do end up taking here eventually. I promise. It's going to probably take me another 4 or 5 minutes or something. It was kind of scary. You're playing somebody that's, on the Giants list, and you're just, me. It's a little scary to be looking at a 4 cube here. But hey, let's go. Why not? So see what kind of work he can get done here. 6-2, not a great roll. Doesn't let him bring that checker all the way around, so he just has to throw another one into the outfield. And now I've got some chances here. I just need to come in. Ace deuce, great shot. So in with the ace, and then I can anchor or I can hit. So tough choice here. The hit is correct by kind of a lot, so glad I found that. And now he's in a bit of trouble. So 4-3 enters right away, but then the 3 is awkward. So I'm sorry, the 4 is awkward because it puts it in range of some of my checkers. So now I'm thinking about the cube to 8, which boy, can't ever accuse me of pessimism. I'm looking at it, but I do not see it, and there's no way. That's not a good double there. So glad I rolled on. 6-3. Not my best shake probably. So just run that out to the midpoint. That's pretty good. It's the best option I have. Everything else would be a blunder. So as long as I get lucky. Oh, nope, I don't get lucky. He rolls double 5s. That's a good roll for sure. The question is what to do with it. So, okay, making the 3-point and hitting. That seems reasonable enough. It's not the very best thing he could do, but boy, is it a good thing to do. I dance. And now, okay. Oh, he comes out and hits another one. All right. Well, as long as I roll an ace, then I'll still be okay here. Maybe I can still survive this. I dance again. Okay. So as long as he doesn't close the board out. Oh, well, 2-1 doesn't quite close the board out, does it? Right? Because then what would be he can play the cover with the ace, but then the deuce would be terrible. So he just has to come around. Now if I roll an oh, nope, don't roll an ace. Okay, well, let's see. As long as he doesn't cover, okay, well, 6-5, he still doesn't cover. So I'm still surviving here a little bit. So now he's got 2 covers. So as long as I roll an ace before he rolls an ace or a 5, I don't. Okay. So now I'm in a bit of trouble. Okay, there's the closeout, and he comes out with the 4. So now I'm just on the bar. See the clock running. We were not really using the clock here, by the way. It was just for the practice of like having the thing to hit in between moves. So you can just ignore that while we sit here and watch him bring his checkers around, and waiting for me to, I'm sitting here just waiting for him to like do something awkward during the bear off. Okay, 5, 2. All right, so just around. It's got to get them in. Okay, 4, 1. So that's pretty good. 5, 1 gets the last checker in, and a beautiful structure. So he's unlikely to leave a shot anytime soon, possibly ever. So let's see here. 6, 1. Okay, now he's awkward. So as long as I don't accidentally bring both in or something, 6, 3 is good. It's a gammon save-ish kind of a roll, and I'm hoping for a shot here. Okay. Oh, double sixes. Well, not a shot, but it could be a gammon saving roll. So let's see what we can do here. So that's 1 in, 1 out, 2 down, and hope that okay, double fives is a big roll. So now I'm in a lot of trouble. I need to roll another set. I need to roll really big. 6, 2 is fairly big. So in and out, and see if we can get something else here. Okay, 6, 2, so he gets 2 off. I've still got 5 checkers outside, so I'm in a fair amount of trouble. That would have been great as a double 4. That is better than average. Double 1 is less good. It's 3 crossovers, though, so all right. I can't complain too loudly, I guess. I did choose voluntarily to play a game that involves dice, so we'll see what happens here. Okay, he's got 2 more off. 4, 3, somewhat awkward number. All right, just a couple down. He rolls a 4, 3, and I'm doomed, and I resign. So that was that. I hope you enjoyed it.